Inbound marketing, keyword research, and on-page search engine optimization. What does that mean to you? Well, 8 months ago, I had no idea that those three concepts would change our marketing strategy, positively impact our sales, and support our current client management system in a relatively short period of time. I'm Darcy Cook, President and CEO of Safety Trainers. What is Safety Trainers? Safety Trainers provides on-site CPR, first aid, and OSHA compliance training. For the last 5 years, we have experienced steady growth. However, the majority of our leads and referrals come from existing clients and strategic partners. We decided that for 2008, changes needed to be made, and we would look for ways to increase the number of lead sources and look for ways to shorten our sales cycle. One area we targeted was our website. I thought I knew what search engine optimization meant, but we have learned that there are many levels of what some would call search engine optimization. Is there a magic formula? I don't know, but my company seems to agree that there is a right way and a wrong way to optimize your website. And a friend of mine, a trusted advisor, I have to thank for taking me through this process. Our previous website looked great, and the content was both informative and educational. However, it did not convert website visitors into leads, and it did not draw enough traffic to our site. Actually, in 2007, our old site only produced 5 leads for the entire year. To be honest, the thought of redesigning a new site was painful. However, I knew that with a little reorganization of the website, the right tools, and training, our dormant website could become a lead-generating resource for my sales team. That was enough for me, so we began the process. We launched our new website during the last week of February 2008. Remember that friend and trusted advisor? He wanted to drive the point home, so he wrote a blog about my company, created some links, and in the first week we ended up on the first page of Google, someplace we had never been. So needless to say, he caught my attention. Here are some of the immediate results we experienced in the last 3.5 months. We've had 23,213 views. We've had 4,729 new visitors, 191 repeat visitors, and 130 leads from downloading white papers and requesting information. We've closed about 5% of those leads and have 8 more in the final steps of our sales process. We've been able to shorten our sales cycle as individuals who come to our site and request information about on-site training are typically ready to buy. So we've been able to convert these prospects within 2 to 3 weeks or 2 to 3 phone calls. Okay, let's start at the beginning. Step 1. Step 1 required us to identify keywords. When someone is looking for our products and services, what do they type into the search engines? Since what we do is very specific, we thought we knew exactly what words people were using. We teach CPR, first aid, AED, and OSHA compliance training, so let's use those words. Here's what I learned. Just because we call it CPR doesn't mean that everyone else calls it CPR. And CPR stands for a lot of other things other than cardiopulmonary resuscitation. So even though 33,000 people type in CPR a month, they're not all looking for our services. However, if you type in CPR certification, you are looking for our service. And there are 8,400 individuals a month typing in CPR certification. So it makes more sense for us to optimize our site around the word CPR certification, not the word CPR. In the beginning, we ranked over 100 with all of our keywords in our old site. Now, when you type in CPR certification, we are number 32 in Google. Not bad for only 3 months, but of course, we're working on being in the top 10. Here are the results of some of our other keywords now being searched. If you type in safety trainers, we're number 1. If you type in American Heart Association CPR, which has 1,800 searches a month, we're ranked number 31. If you type in American Heart Association CPR classes, there are 260 searches a month, and we're number 3. Both rankings are good, but more importantly, we learned that by changing or adding one word in the search engine box, it impacts how you're found in those rankings. And of course, you want to choose the most commonly used phrases and words that your prospects are typing into the search engines. If we did not have the tools from HubSpot, we would have never known the difference. Currently, over half of our traffic comes from Google and 25% from Yahoo and MSN. Okay, second step. Besides choosing the right words like CPR First Aid and OSHA, you need to incorporate them into your site. For example, we know that safety trainers is being searched 1,500 times a month. Not only is it the name of our company, but we wrote our entire homepage around those words. So when you read our homepage, you will find the words safety trainers in our title, in our heading, and it will appear 2 other times in the text. This formula is what we have learned to be the beginning of how to rank higher in the search engines. As a result, we went from being over 100 in those search engines to being number 1 in Google whenever someone types in safety trainers. In closing, I'd like to say thank you to the HubSpot team, my trusted advisor and friend Pete, and to my staff who have done an excellent job at implementing and continuing to use the tools needed to maximize our site and support our sales team and existing clients.